my blue group. Hope you're keeping safe during the lockdown. Yo, it's been a long time since we've danced. That's why we have to make a plan. We're going to start with our first online lesson today. I'm going to do a class with Tristan. Right, so get on that ballet gear and let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start with the floor exercise, and for this you're going to need to sit on a mat. You can use a yoga mat or you can just sit on a towel. Right, so we're going to do our usual floor exercise, starting with your legs turned out, and try and push that pinky toe on the floor, and you're going to turn in, turn out, turn in, turn right in, turn, yeah, and out, and then you go flex the feet right up and point, keeping that turn out, flex and point. Then you lift the right leg up and up, flex, point, release and up, flex, point, release, and then you turn your legs in, and you're going to reach up with your arms and reach up and forward, and try and put your heads on your knees. Now I'm sure some of you are quite stiff now after the lockdown, but just try and go as far as you can, and don't jerk that stretching, but just breathe as you go down, and then reach forward and up. Right, let's try that with the music. Ready? And turn in and up. Look at right from the top. And out, get the pinky toe on the floor and flex and point slowly. And again, flex, that's good. Stretch those legs, point. Right leg up, flex, point, release. Up, flex, point, release. Turn in, reach up, on your knees, reach forward and up. Thank you. Now, you probably struggled a bit today after some, if you didn't do any stretching during the lockdown. But every week you just have to push yourself a little bit further and see how far you can go. Right, now we're going to move on to the bar. Right, so now we're going to go onto the bar, and for this you're going to just be needing a chair to hold on to. And we're going to start off with plie. So you're going to start with your feet in first position and to face the front. Arms fit on bar. Right? And you're going to put your hands onto the bar. 1, 2, and breathe to demi-second. 3, 4. And you start with the demi-plie. 1 and 2, and then we go into a full plie. And demi and full, and recover 3 and 4, and then we turn to second and place, and another demi and stretch, and a demi right down into full and cover and up and point, and you close fifth position front, making sure that you cross that fifth position nicely. Don't overturn the front foot. Just cross it a little bit more. Just cross the foot, cross your heel. Yeah. Okay, pull up those legs, and we go again. Demi and stretch, and demi and full. Don't sit in the plie. Recover and up. And now you're going to tendu. Point to the side and close first position. Quick port de bras on and up. So that happens fast. And up, forward bend. Just keep that hand on the bar. Forward bend, right down, relax your head and recover up. And then you're going to rise up and release your other hand off the bar to join up to fifth on O. And then you balance with your on a rise, and you're going to come up, squeezing down to fifth on bar. Okay, let's try that with the music. Ready? And onto the bar. correction, arm and forward bend. Relax your head and cover up and rise up. You can pull your feet together and squeeze those inner thighs and lower after the music. Good. Just a general correction, when you do the full plie in second, and when you go deep down, just go down, Tristan. When you go down, watch that you don't lift the heels, that stick those heels on the floor and don't roll those ankles. Okay, and then just put your feet in first position. Okay, now the forward bend you're going to take from second position, and I want you to just, when you go forward, just go up and forward. And now just relax your head. Relax your head. Yeah, and then you bring the arm forward and up. That's how you work it with the arms. Okay, ready for the next exercise. Right, now we're going to go on to a baton tondo exercise, and you're just going to work in first position today because you are focusing on your turn up. Right, so you start in first position, arms fit on bar, and you put your hand on to the bar. Then you point your outside leg and point and place, transfer your weight in the center in forth, and you pull it in, feeling the pressure of the floor. Then we do 2 tondos to the front and point and in and point and in, squaring those hips. To the side, tondo, transfer, pull it in and point and close, point and close. To the back, tondo, place, squaring those hips, pull it in and a tondo, in and a point and in. Now we're going to do 2 tondos to the side, closing in fifth, going back first. We go point, close, back, point, close, front. Then you rise up, pull your front foot in, bring your arms to fifth long, and you balance, and you only lower after the music. You got that? Right, start with your feet in first position. Okay, ready? Feet in first position, breathe under your arms. And onto the bar. And point and place. Pull it in and stretch. Use the floor and use your turn up. And side and place. Pull it in and tondo, good turn up, Tristan, good. And to the back, place, pull it in, and tondo, close, point and close, to the side, close, back, side and front, pull up, arms to fifth long, hold it, squeeze those inner thighs, good. Right, just a general correction. When you do the transfer, just point to the front, Tristan, and place your foot. When you do the transfer, you must always make sure that those hips are square, absolutely square. And just do it with your hip forward. Then you go and place your hip. And then, yeah, but what I mean is like, don't go like so. Don't twist, yeah, that, don't do that. You have to keep your hips square. And just go to the back. I think it's especially happening when you go to the back. Point to the back. Point. And now place. Okay, that's not too bad. Good. And also you must make sure that that's opposite first. So just get that foot a little bit more to the outside. The back foot. And a little bit wider. Open it. Yeah, so a little bit wider and first is opposite first. Okay, that's what it should look like when you transfer. Right, let's go on to the next exercise, which is grand patamon. Right, sorry, I completely forget you have to do your exercise on both sides. So we're going to do the tondo first on the other side. Let's go. Same exercise. And on the bar. And tondo, pull it in, 2 times to the front, and close, and point, and close, and side, close, pull it in, use the inner thighs, point, and hold the upper body, to the back, and tendu, close, pull it in, keep your hips square, and point, and in, point, and in, and up, back, out, front, pull it up, and balance, lift up the tummy. Okay, just made a little mistake there, you have to close back first, right? Right, so we're going to go on to the next exercise, which is grand battement. And grand battement means big beat, if you can remember. Right, so we're going to start with the arms going through fifth of arm and to second. I'm going to hold that arm in second position. And we're going to do 3 grand battement to each position with the hold starting to the front. And sweep, point, close, sweep, point, close, sweep, point, close, and then you hold it. And then you go to the side, 3 times, repeat it, just in first position, yeah, you close in first, you don't have to go full arm, and then you're going to do 3 to the back, yeah, 3, and then you're going to do the tire with the same leg, okay, you're going to draw the leg up, and you're going to close back, and nice fifth position, and up, close front, and then you're going to rise up, and again balance with your arms fifth as well. Right, let's start. Feet in first position, grow tall. Right, feet in first position, zip up the tummies, grow tall. Arms to fifth of arm and second to the front, and sweep, point, close, sweep, point, close, sweep, point, close. Now pull up to second and sweep. Working the turn out, keep the upper body still, and hold to the back. Sweep, a little bit faster up. Hold the tire, and up, close, back, up, close, front, pull up, arms to fifth of arm, hold it, good. Right, just watch when you go to second position that you keep the turn out. Just put your hand here on your shoulder. Now throw your leg up to second position. Up, yeah. When you go up, make sure that you're getting the turn up to feet in first from the tendu. So pull here, squeeze the inner thighs, and work the turn up from the tendu up, that you get that good. Right, that's what I want to see in second position, a well turned up. Knees should be facing up to the ceiling. Okay, and then also, when you go to the back, don't tilt your back forward, but just pull up, and then you can tilt your hip, but you mustn't let your back fall forward. That's better. Try and keep your back up. And it's all going to work if you zip up the tummy muscles and keep that back, the lower back long. Okay. Right. Let's try it again on the other side. Feet in first position. Ready. Arms to fifth of arm and second. And sweep, point into the square, hold the arm. Sweep, point, close, and hold to the side. Work that turn out, just first position, just first. Working the turn out to the back. Hold up. And hold. The tire up and back. So up here and up. Hold it. Hold it. I see it. You gotta check your balance. Cross your feet. this exercise. You're going to start with the arms fifth devant to second, and we're going to do a slow rond de jambe en haut, and front and a side and a back first. Repeat, front, side, back first. Now we're going to go a little bit faster. Finish in derrière. Front, side and hold. Front, side and hold. Now we're going to step forward, bring the arm down, step forward, turn towards the bar, turn to the other side, arm to second, and feet in first position. And we're going to repeat the ande or on this side. So you go front, side, back, first, front, side, back, first, faster, front and a back, front and a back, step forward, and other side and first position. Right, and as a separate exercise we will do the ande down. Let's try it, Tristan. Ready? Feet in first position. Arms to fifth devant slowly and second. And front and the side. Back. First, keep that back up. Front. Keep contact with the floor. Don't rush it. Now a little bit faster. Front and hold back. Front and hold it back. Step forward. Stretch the back foot and other side and close. And front, side, slowly back. First. And front, stretch those legs, sides and up, back. First, a little bit faster. Front, side and hold. Front, side and hold. Step forward. Turn to face the bar. Other side and first position. Okay, so just remember that the timing is a little bit different with the faster one, right? So from second position, let's just take the fast one. Put your hand onto the bar. So we go front, side and hold. Keep contact with the floor. And front, side and hold. Now you bring the arm down, step forward, point your back foot, now turn towards the bar and keep that foot pointed onto second and first. Okay. Right, now we're going to go on to the ande don rond de jambe arcade. So the only difference now is that you're going to go back first. You're going to go back, side, front, first. Back, side, front, first. Then go fast, back, side and front, back, side and front. Now instead of stepping, we're just going to pull up in fifth position, and we're going to turn to the other side, and then, but when we lower, we're going to put the feet in first position again. Right? And repeat everything from the back. Back, side, front, first, back, side, front, first, back, side and hold, back, side and hold, pull up, turn, and then you're going to just balance with your arms in second position to finish. Okay, and then when you lower, you can just keep your feet in fifth position. Right, let's go, Tristan. Arms to second. And we go. Back, side, stretch that leg and feet. Back, side, front, and faster, back, side, and hold it. Back, side, and hold. Pull up. Turn to the other side. Feet in first position. And back, side, front, first. Back, side, long legs. And back, side, and hold. Back, side, and hold. Pull up, arm foot. Turn to the other side. Arm in second position. Hold it. Demi point. Hold it. Both arms up.